If you've ever tried to compare or select a tech solution for your business, you know it usually means manual evaluation where requirements get lost in long email trains, RFPs, and gut feel decisions. And almost always, you end up with the wrong software technology or something that does not match your requirement. Every year, businesses waste a large amount of their budget on choosing the right technology. The Smart Tech Navigator is an agent built to address exactly this gap. It will help founders make more informed decisions while choosing a tech solution. It also will help vendors to show why their particular solution could be the best match for a client's custom requirements. Let's dive right in. Hi, my name is Janita, and I built this Smart Tech Navigator agent using Google's anti-gravity and agent development kit. As you can see, this is the anti-gravity IDE in which I use the basic global skills of scaffolding, uh, linting, and built the whole scaffold and harness for my agent. The basic workflow is a graph workflow. I have input taken from the user in plain English or natural language. We have an intake node that extracts, calls the custom skill of requirement extractor. It asks clarifying questions if it needed. It then makes a JSON output that is sent to the research agent. The research node then takes in queries the knowledge database, goes on to the net, searches for appropriate vendors. It then goes on to the Score Builder agent again, Score Builder node, which takes all the vendors, checks their alignment in terms of cost, features, implementation timeline, scalability, and gives us a weighted fit percentage along with pros and cons, red flags, and an approximate Gantt chart. All this is then delivered in a executive summary that is saved in a Google document on your drive. So one thing that I'm proud of is that I've run this on a very basic level. The connections to Google Drive and Doc have not been made with MCP but with direct API to keep the token count low and make sure you can run this even in the Google free tier. So let's go right in. I have opened the web UI here. At the same time, I have saved a couple of prompts that could run for a system. So for example, if a user input could be like this: we need a system for our company. We are an enterprise size logistics company in manufacturing. Our current stack is SAP, Oracle, NetSuite. Looking for a software that includes route optimization, fleet tracking, warehouse management, approximate budget given, a timeline given, what kind of decision criteria. So let's put this requirement into my agent web UI. On the side here we will see the flow. This takes a couple of minutes. Yes, so now as you see, it did run the query. It went to the requirement extractor. It is extracting what are my requirements in a JSON file. What is the core problem? What are the core features I would need, nice to have, must avoid. Then based on this, it will then go to a research node and finally give me a scorecard. As you see, it is already building an inventory. Yes. So it's given me about 6 vendors. This is 6. SAP Business One is number 6. It gives me different vendors. Custom development is my best choice based on this. It gives me the top pros and cons, red flags if there are any for each. And then at the end, it also gives me a summary, which gives me a fitment score. So based on my requirements, it says that a custom development would be the best fit for my requirements. Besides this, it also saves all of this in a Google Drive folder. As you see here, it has exported the entire requirements, custom development, 85% fit, and then it gives me the summary as to what each agent will be, what kind of fitment score. So this is a very is a prototype version of the Smart Tech Navigator. Hopefully this will help businesses and them make better decisions. It is a lean single agent system that vendor that turns vendor evaluations from multiple week manual process to a few minutes, and it's an automated one. Thank you.